Welcome back to the Saving Saints career mode. We nearly sunk the Saints yesterday. Of course, spoilers incoming. We did not have the greatest of times against Chelsea, I think it's fair to say. So we have, as a result, changed formation and also swapped out our goalkeeper Bazunu for the higher rated Alex McCarthy and listed Bazunu for loan to try and get him to grow elsewhere for the rest of the season. So hopefully we can avoid any subsequent 9-0 defeats. Yes, if you missed it, we lost 9-0 to Chelsea. FIFA is realistic with these sliders. A 9-0 defeat for Southampton isn't that rare. Unbelievable. We beat Forest, then had a tough game against Leicester, but the Chelsea game was unreal. Just outrageous. So we're hoping to bounce back from that today. With regards to the standings, we're actually still outside the relegation zone and we face bottom of the table Bournemouth to begin today. So rather important we get a victory from that if we possibly can. Certainly can't afford to lose it. Then we'll probably simulate Newcastle, play Brentford and West Ham. Brentford are down and around us at the minute, these early stages of the season, aren't they? Brentford in the relegation zone as well, so certainly that one will be played. So fingers crossed for as good a start as we had yesterday, and nowhere near as bad an ending as we had yesterday. Bournemouth line up for this one with Neto in between the sticks. Frederick Senesi, Lloyd Kelly and Matthias Vinia. Lewis Cook and Jefferson Lerma holding. Marcus Tavernier, Philip Billing and Hamad Traore behind Dominic Solanke. Dubbed the El Clasicoast. This one, it's not necessarily that much of a derby or rivalry, Southampton-Bournemouth. But they are both on the south coast in England, and as such, it is dubbed El Clasicoast. Alex McCarthy hopefully going to earn that starting spot today. And fingers crossed, I can earn redemption from the Southampton fans for the just sheer embarrassment of that game against Chelsea in the last day yesterday. Lavia, drive that out wide to Sulemana there. Joe Aribo will look for Sulemana again around the outside. Spun well. Look at Ward-Prowse on the edge of the box. Can we maybe look to finesse one with James Ward-Prowse? Neto with a top stop to deny him. Oh, nearly. Lavia. Oh my God, Jefferson Lerma. That was so aggressive and so dangerous. And we're going to go 1-0 down as a result. I think that should be a red card for Jefferson Lerma. That was a dangerous challenge. I know he won the ball, but he's absolutely endangering an opponent by throwing himself into a challenge like that. Alex McCarthy, no clean sheet for him in his first appearance for us this season, and we are still conceding goals. Dom Solanke's first of the year, but I want to have a look at that challenge just here from Jefferson Lerma. He does win the ball, but watch him jump into that. I mean, he's come through the back of me to win it as well. I'm sorry, that should have been a foul. That is a foul. There's no way that that isn't a foul. VAR, I'd like to think, would overturn that. Unfortunately, no bloody VAR. Ward-Prowse is there forward. And around the corner. It's a loose pass, though. It's not good enough from James Ward-Prowse. Hamad Traore through the gap. Dom Solanke's on his way through again. Little ball roll. One way, then the other. Dom Solanke draws the save. Alex McCarthy does just enough, as does Kyle Walker-Peters. And then Roman Brown also does his job defensively too. Very nearly 2-0 to Bournemouth though. Tavernier wins it back. Cuts inside well. Can't deal with the runners here. And there's just too many around. It's not over the line, thankfully. But Alex McCarthy is not doing much for me in goal either. But they put too much shot power on that Bournemouth. They really should be 2-0 up here. Livramento, Ward-Prowse and Sulemana was away round the corner. James Ward-Prowse could have found him. Unfamiliar. Poor touch from Ward-Prowse. It's just opening up. I can't change player quickly enough. Salisu gets across. I got all in a muddle at the back there. There was so much space for all of their strikers. Marcus Tavernier goes off for Ryan Christie here. I have made a change to bring Che Adams on at half-time. Ward-Prowse has stepped in brilliantly and shown good footwork. And here is Sulemana in a good position. Che Adams Both shots blocked. The ball from Ward-Prowse didn't really help Sulemana get away from the central defender in front of him. Lavia's winning this back, is he? He tried his hardest, but he hasn't been able to ensure that we retain possession. Hamad Traore looking to get down the line here. It's a really dangerous ball in, but Walker-Peters deals with it, and Che Adams has the drop from striker to get involved. Still, we can't keep possession away from Bournemouth here. Ryan Christie with the ball through. It's excellently done, and McCarthy makes the save. Salisu to Livramento. Ward-Prowse is there, and will be played in here. And then look for Che Adams. And what can the Scot do here? Can feed Joe Aribo. It's a terrible ball. He's lifted over the keeper. Oh my lord, off the line in some style. Wow. What a clearance. That was on its way in from Joe Aribo, but denied by the defender. Well intercepted by Brown. Che Adams had to drop deep to get involved in the play there, and as a result, I've not really got much in the way of support. The ball's not going to find its man, and as a result, we are going to lose by a single goal to nil here at home against bottom of the table Bournemouth, which may well put us bottom of the table. The 4-3-3 experiment hasn't worked. I didn't enjoy that formation at all, really. We could have found an equaliser, though, if it weren't for that truly ridiculous clearance from the man on the line, Lloyd Kelly. 6 shots to their 12. Still, the opposition being particularly too creative for my liking. We'll try something different in the next one. Next up for us is Newcastle away at St James's Park. We've shuffled again. We're now playing a 4-4-1-1 with Che Adams as a centre forward, trying to link the midfield and the attack, but not spread the midfield out quite so much as a 4-2-3-1 might. We'll see if it works. However, we are 1-0 down after 11 minutes, so it might not. 2-0 Newcastle. Callum Wilson's making a habit of it in real life at the minute. He and Alexander Isak are vying for that number 9 spot, starting striker spot at Newcastle. At the minute, Callum Wilson gets the nod, and worthy of it, apparently. Nice. This is building well in the first. Oh my god, red card! Kieran Trippier sent off here. It's building well. Che Adams. That could have been one back. It would have been the first time anyone other than Onuachu has scored for us. Che Adams then hits the post from the resulting corner as well. We're not having any luck this season with Southampton. But after seeing them in real life this year, and after having managed them on FIFA 18, we didn't really expect much else, did we? Can we get this through to Che Adams in the box? He's in again. Still no luck in front of goal. We're going to lose by 2-0 here to Newcastle United. To 10 men, Newcastle United. They played for almost a full half with only 10 men, but we're still able to hold on, and we couldn't find a goal. Next up, we have who were bottom of the table and still are bottom of the table, Brentford at home. A must not lose game at the very least. We've only scored 5 goals in 8 games. We need to start putting the ball in the back of the net. Brentford arrive here, the bottom side. David Raya, Aaron Hickey, Pontus Janssen, Ben Mee, Ethan Pinnock and Rico Henry make up the defensive unit. Christian Nurgar, Vitaly Anelt and Josh De Silva in the midfield. Johan Wisser starts up top alongside Ivan Toney. This is going to be one hell of a long season for us. But provided we can just keep our heads above water, this first year will be a success. Just avoiding the relegation that looms would be enough to consider this first season a success, I think. Jesus Christ, Ivan Toney, are you sure? Just absolutely destroyed me there. Lavia, Onuachu, just trying to find a bit of space to get a shot off, which he can't do. And we won't get a corner either. But he'll certainly be getting a yellow card, Ivan Toney. Nice ball into space. There's his strength. There's your 98 strength from Roman Brown. You love to see it. Ward-Prowse trying to dictate poor play, but that is a crunching challenge from the Brentford midfield. And now here they come, looking for Ivan Toney, who's found him behind. His shot blocked, though, by Brown, who's performing well. Our scout future star, certainly not looking out of his depth in the Premier League at such a young age. Is that my foul? It's foul in my favour. I mean, I'll take it. Walker-Peters, Salisu back to him. Inside to Ward-Prowse and around the corner here to Orshitz. We could do with a worldie to set our season alight, and we've hit the woodwork more often than we might like to recall so far this season. Orshitz will try again, and it's deflected. In yesterday's episode, we hit the woodwork so many times against Nottingham Forest. And now in a vital game at the bottom end of the table, we've started to do it again. Just had nothing offensively in this game to counter their solid backline. They might have a man extra than us in defence. But our four-man formation at the back has been rock solid as well. Sulemana in behind here. I'm going to run out of options. Oh! Huge goal in the 90th minute! Orshitz to the rescue! Southampton are going to get 3 points, and how vital that could be in the fight against relegation this season. Bedlam in the stands, unsurprisingly. St Mary's erupts. Sulemana's pace at last has proven to be fruitful. And Orshitz from one winger to another. 3 points and up the table we move. Janelt. Ward-Prowse in the way. Hit an arm though. It's now or never for Brentford. Ivan Toney on the free kick. Just lofts it. Salisu underneath and away. Please. 3 points for Southampton in a real relegation 6-pointer that was devoid of any sort of footballing quality. It was tackle, block, misplaced pass, poor offensive play, solid defensive play. Only 3 chances each in the whole game, and we snuck it at the death. That sort of result will be the one that will keep us in the league and above the relegation zone. If we can do that a few more times this season, we just want to try and sneak above that magic 40-point mark, and maybe we might just be able to keep Southampton in the league this season. Whew, we needed those 3 points as well. It takes us out the relegation zone. If we'd have lost that game, we'd have been bottom. If we'd have drawn that game, we'd have been 19th. We keep our heads above water with a giant 3 points. And now we have to go to the London Stadium and try and not lose again, as Sekou Mara goes out on loan to Hoffenheim for the rest of the season to hopefully grow quite well. And we will need at least a point to get ourselves out of the relegation zone. And in fact, because of goal difference, even a point wouldn't be enough. We need a win to get ourselves out of the relegation zone. Even though we're 19th and West Ham are 13th there, though, there is only a 3-point gap. It's still very close for the final handful of teams in the league, just as it is in real life. Still early days in this season, towards the end of real life. But if it's ever going to get ourselves out of the relegation zone, then we need to start turning chances into goals and subsequently goals into wins. At the minute, we're not scoring enough. Areola in goal. Kufal, Zuma, Ahued, Keva and Cresswell, their back 5. Rice and Paqueta in the middle with Bowen, Skamaka and Benrahma, the forward 3. West Ham, as you've seen, not that far above us in the table, points-wise. But with 5 at the back, we struggled against Brentford. With 5 at the back, hopefully we will find a way through against West Ham as well, though. Oh, shit. Che Adams calling for it. Onuatu is the man that actually gets the ball at his feet. Che Adams will run into that space. Come on then, sir. What can we do? I need someone to pass to, actually, here. Oh, shit. Ward-Prowse out of his feet. James Ward-Prowse past the post. Decent effort. Lucas Paqueta. Sai Benrahma. Formerly of Brentford, who we just beat, of course. Sai Benrahma. A great season with them in the Championship before getting the move. Is involved in West Ham's move. And Lucas Paqueta is the man to fire West Ham 1-0 in front here at the London Stadium. We are behind. Paqueta slotting it for Skamaka. Salisu just quite frankly bullies him out of the way. Onuatu too clunky in possession. Lavia, solid challenge. Jesus. That's what you love to see. A little bit of full-blooded belief in a tackle. Lavia to Cole Walker-Peters to go along with technique as well, and not just full-blooded belief that leads to a red card. Onuatu in and using the run as a decoy. And he's still just a little bit too clunky. Onuatu with the ball at his feet is not the one. Oh, shit. Onuatu's in behind now. It's just not very fast. Onuachu. Adams. Finish, sunshine. On his left foot. We have an equaliser down in London. And, well, what a finish it was indeed. Onuachu turns provider. And just arrived at the right time, Che Adams. But that is a top quality finish into the far corner. Love that from our Scottish number 10. We're level. Walker-Peters. The injured Orshitz. Soon to come off for Adam Armstrong. But can he have one more thing to say before leaving the field of play? Che Adams looking for Onuachu, who's in. Fouled, maybe? Nothing given. Waiting for a penalty there. The referee says no. Turns claims away. Ward-Prowse float that out to Orshitz. Down well. Delivered straight into Kufal. How I haven't scored with Onuachu there, I'm not sure. Or even gotten a clean shot away. Ward-Prowse tried to find his range earlier on. Still hasn't found it. Livramento down the line. Sulemana. Oh, he's just left Cresswell for dead there. He's done brilliantly. Sulemana again. The man to try and unlock. Oh, defences Onuachu! Somehow squeezes it underneath the goalkeeper. I was just about to take him off. But he'll get to stay on now. He might just have won us this game against West Ham. Boos ring out around the London Stadium. The cross was not great from Sulemana. But the defender can't get a decent touch on it, Tilo Kehrer. And just as we conceded against Chelsea yesterday with the defender getting in the way but not getting enough on it, we've now gone up the other end in a different game and done the same to the opposition. David Moyes can't quite believe it. Neither can I, to be honest. We lead. Getting very aggressive in the challenge. Maxwell Cornet's off the bench. And causing problems. McCarthy with a great stop. That's the sort of save I don't know whether Bazunu would have been able to make. Onuachu used a hand there. And, well, no keeper's getting near that. The left foot of Maxwell Cornet is pretty damned good. And he's found that far corner superbly. We don't look like we're going to be getting a victory here now. Fancy little flick. Ball quickly around the corner. And an early shot so that McCarthy just can't get across to it. He's nowhere near it. And it's a very good goal. 2-2. Just don't concede. Don't concede. Or foul them. Oh my God, bar and post. Jesus Christ. How have we kept that out? Salisu now hurt as well. Are we losing multiple men in the same game to injury? It looks like we might. Adams looking for the ball down the line there. Can't find it. And with Salisu now just able to get himself back in the action, we still might lose it in the last minute, the same way we won the last one in the last minute. Skamaka shows incredible strength, and then they overplay it. One pass too many. A corner for West Ham in the last few seconds. Kufalov for them now. Salisu is just going to have to battle on and see this one out. Benrahma with the delivery. Brown underneath it wins the header well. And Adam Armstrong will complete the clearance. And there is still time. If he's got the legs, there is still time. Oh, God, the quality of finish is just not there. It's a 2-2 draw against West Ham United here away from home for Southampton. Oh, could we have won it late on at the death again? Perhaps so. Now we worry. Who's going to be out for what length of time from our starting lineup? With 2 people down injured in that game. We hope that they're not out for too long. 3 months for Orshitz and 4 weeks for Salisu. That is going to have an impact on our form for the remainder of this first half of the season, and with Orshitz even longer so still. And I shall see you for the next one tomorrow, where we have another difficult month. It's Brighton, Fulham, Wolves and then Arsenal. Points to be won though, certainly in the first 3 games, and hopefully we will win them. I'll see you then.